DJ LongHairorig here in house. What's up, everybody? Welcome to our MTG Roundtable. How we doing, Cowboy Dan?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Hillbilly, how you doing over there?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
An important question, though. How you doing, DJ? How you doing?
I'm hanging in there, man. Things are starting to turn around. So, kind of happy. Hey, yuppie.
That's good. Things are turning around for you.
I hope so, man. I hope so, man. Hillbilly.
Hillbilly. I have an idea. Follow my lead.
Got my own fine life, got my own fed. Old sun's coming up. I got gribble. Life ain't nothing but funny riddle. I like them French fried potatoes.
That's right. Good to have you. Let's say hi to some peeps in chat. We got Kate Torque, Juggalokev, Michael Zubager. What's up? Oh, we got SolarGod.
SolarGod.
That's right. Copa, what's good? And Baghead, what is good, my friend? Oh, looks like Mono's here, but is struggling. Okay, he'll be here. Be here shortly. All right. Hey, Brian Giles, what is good, my friend?
Have no fear, students, because I am here.
Mono,
my goodness, coming in at the last second there. I apologize for that. How's everyone doing?
See that?
Oh, pretty good. The professor's in. Right on.
Oh, yeah.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
appreciate you teaching me a few things the other day when you were on.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're my professor, man.
Oh, boy. Now I got to make sure I get it right.
Magic doctrine, man.
We were with Bloomburrow today. I was just looking up a rule about if a card makes a card another type of card, and then that card goes to the graveyard, is it still the additional type of card that the card in play had made that card?
Yep.
So there you go. There's one.
That's
Yeah,
deep.
not confusing at all.
That's deep.
You're learning rules. Yeah, not confusing at all.
Nope, not at all. Nice. Yeah, well, cheers, everyone. I got a big can today. Woo. I wish they made this in purple. Oh, baby.
Yeah, I got my coffee ready.
Nice. So, Bloomburrow. It's done. All the things are done. We even had early collectors video done by Blissful Bash. Congrats on getting that early.
Cool.
Managed to beat out the New Zealander that always has it ready. I think they legally or whatever, I guess they can start showing stuff tomorrow. So as soon as all the spoilers are up in the thing, you can fire your boxes. So pre-release is what, next week? Next week, right? Yeah, because Hillbilly gets to do his on the 24th. So make sure you guys go hang out with him in the morning when he gets to his first crack at some arena play with Bloomburrow. So good times. Oh,
Starting at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I saw some of the stuff being pulled. It's very fun, very artful set. I like it a lot. But let's go ahead and start with you, Mono. I think you're of the feeling like there's not much to chase in this set. Do you feel that way? I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff in the set.
So, well, it depends on what you're chasing for, right? So I'm looking at some of these cards, and I got to say, it took me a couple of reads, but I think some of these epic cards, the mythic cards, I mean, are pretty kick-ass. These mythics that say choose up to 5 blank worth of modes, you know, whatever that icon is.
Oh yeah, with the little pause. Yeah.
Right. So you got Season of Weaving, which is a blue one that basically has a an overloaded capsize that you could do to like 2 opponents. and draw a card, which was pretty. I think that's pretty crazy. That'll be for you know, Commander. I don't think it's a broken card. I just think it's a powerful card. But I mean, think about that. You get late board state in a group, and you tell 2 opponents, and but it does return each non-land, non-token permanent to its owner's hands, which is basically going to be everything. And then I'm really digging the 5. The 5 legendary creatures are fun. I don't think I'm going to pick the most powerful ones. I don't know if these ones will be worth the most money, but someone's going to make this Yurga and Maha deck, black and green. That's going to be disgusting. I don't know. We can show the various cards. I don't know how much everyone knows about these cards yet, but Yurga is this green and black cat, right? And it's 6/6 for 5 mana, and it wards sacrifice of food. Now it makes all your creatures food, which is kind of fun. Like you say, this whole set like was really kitschy, and I think did a great job with it. But that was one, because then it gets counters based off of how much food's in your graveyard, right? So that would, in essence, mean that the creatures that Yurga turn into food, once they go to the graveyard, they're still food in addition to other stuff. So, like, that's going to be something that someone's going to realize 9 years from now and, like, break. Like, they're going to forget about that mechanic. Yeah. And then Maha, it's Feathers Knight with its ward of discard a card, but then creatures your opponent's control of a base toughness of 1. Flying trample 6/5 creature. Like,
oh yeah, the bird is crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm the -1/-1 just nukes the board.
I'm kind of confused about that other card because there's other creatures are food. I don't know if it's just your creatures or all creatures on the battlefield.
All creatures.
So that includes your opponent's
Yep.
creature.
Yup.
Right? So see, it's not, so really that war don't make no difference. If it turns
Not
your
really,
opponent's,
but I mean they have the sack of food, so they have the sack of creature, or if they actually have food tokens. But yeah, all other creatures, not this one, but other creatures are food artifacts. In addition,
a true carnivore.
See, I didn't know if that just was your creatures or everybody's creatures.
No, other.
Because you have to give it away so your opponents can actually deal with the ward, right? I mean, otherwise, if they didn't have that ability, then like that'd be it. Everyone would have to play with food, or you're everything basically have Shroud, or Hex.
Whenever a food is, you know, so you can get artifact destruction and creature destruction as well, so that will help get those counters on. And it doesn't say once per turn, so that this can get out of hand real quick.
Oh yeah.
But it is vanilla. It can be blocked by a 1/1 in that regard.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, good times. So what we haven't covered yet is the commander cards. Now, I got this today before when Mono and I were talking. I managed to nab all of the commander decks, so we can kind of go over that. Let me clear up some room so I can kind of rapid fire through some of this stuff. But yeah, if you guys didn't know already, for you guys tuning in, I do have a giveaway that is active right now. I just posted it earlier. Let's see if I can find it again.
Was that a Super Troopers reference?
Which one?
Right meow.
Oh, definitely. Definitely, sir. Okay. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, there is an active Bloomburrow giveaway. I have it in Discord, Facebook, YouTube channel members. Do nothing. You're good. You're already in it. Same with Patreons. And of course, we have the short that's up here. I did post it a little bit earlier. Hey, Bob, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hell yeah. But here you go. The link's in the chat there if you guys want to scroll up a little bit. But go get in on it. In the pinned comment, we'll give you the directions for the other sites for Facebook and Discord. So if you guys want to get in on those, jump on it. Okay. Now I can go back. Go back. All right. Here we go. Pink. All right. See if I can find it again. Good Lord. All right. So yeah, I got the commander cards from each, and a little bit before this, I guess we'll start off with Animated Army. Now, this was a foreign, I guess, spoiler. So I do have the translations here, and let's go ahead and start off with you, Dan. Very simple words, but looks all complicated.
That's
Is that
not
in
English.
French? That's in French, dude. I don't read French.
Right next to it, bruh.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I was looking at the card. Wild Seer. Scoring Maw. Legendary creature. Elemental Wolf. Temple type. I guess he's a temple type, I guess.
No, trample. It's
Trample. Trample. Oh, sorry.
what they call an evergreen ability. So basically, you see that 6/6. When it attacks, if a 1/1 blocks it, 5 is still going through to smack them in the face.
Enchantment spells you cast from your hand have Cascade. So,
so Cascade is so say for example, you drop an enchantment, it costs 4, right? So now you have 3 and less. So you take the top card of your deck face up, and if it's a land, you keep going. Next one, oh, that's a 5. Oh no, keep going. Oh, I got a 3-drop, I don't know, command sphere. Okay, you can play that. It comes into play for free.
Right.
So it would be anything that costs anything that's 3 or less. Yeah. All right. So Hillbilly.
Thickest in the
thicket. Yeah.
thickest in the thicket for 3 green enchantment. When thickest in the thicket enters, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature where X is that creature's power. At the beginning of your end step, if you control the creature with the greatest power or tied for the greatest power, draw 2 cards. Not bad at all.
Yeah, you can get that on a big boy like a Galta, put 12 counters on there. Ew. And then if you have the biggest creature, yeah, you get to draw 2 cards. So pretty cool. This is the which one is this now? This is the Animated Army. So this is the Trash Pandas. Is that right? Yeah, Trash Pandas.
Yeah, those are raccoons.
All right, that one.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was looking at the card and I'm like, that's in French. I got to go back to Quebec.
You're all good. All right, Mono, you got this one.
Evercode Ursine. So it's 4 colors and a green, a creature that's an elemental bear that has trample.
Rar.
Hideaway 3, Hideaway 3. Whenever Evercode Ursine deals combat damage to a player, if there are cards exiled by it, you may play one of them without paying its mana cost. So you get to take 2 cards, I guess, right when it comes into play, and stick them in exile with Hideaway both times. So whenever he deals combat damage, since he's got trample, so on your second and third turn, right, Hideaway would take to the 4th turn for it to expire. So they want you to tag with him.
Yeah.
You know.
So I guess when it gets through, so Hideaway 3, Dan, is you take the top 3 cards of your library. I think you stash 2 of them. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it does Hideaway 3 2 times. Hideaway 3 once, and then Hideaway 3 again.
Oh yeah. So what? Top 6, Mono? Is that
no? You let each resolve once, so you would be getting 2 cards into Hideaway, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's how it works.
So
you
you would play your next turn, right? They would go to Hideaway 2s. He would attack. Ideally, you get to play one of those cards without paying its mana cost. Next turn, your Hideaway goes to 1. He would attack again, play the second card. So it's kind of like for 5 mana, you should be able to get 3 cards out of him, I think is what they're looking at.
Interesting. Okay. Very interesting card. All right. We got Rolling Hampsphere. You'll love this one, Dan. Cost 7, artifact vehicle, Rolling Hampshire. or Hamp Sphere gets +1/+1 for each hamster you control. When rolling Hamp Sphere attacks, create 3 red hamster creature tokens. Then it deals X damage to any target where X is the number of hamsters you control.
Oh, that does sound wild. I'm usually more used to rolling hemp sphere.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. All right. Hillbilly.
Alchemist talent. 3 in the red. It's an enchantment class. Level 1. When Alchemist talent enters the battlefield, create 2 tapped treasure tokens. At 1 in a red for level 2. Treasures you control have tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 2 mana of any single color. Then
that's the same color then. Okay.
Yep. And then for 4 and a red, for chapter 3, whenever you cast a spell, if mana from treasure was spent to cast it, this class deals damage equal to the mana value of the spell to each opponent.
Oh, interesting. Mana for treasure spent deals damage equal to the mana value of the spell to each opponent. So what? Just one treasure and it gets to do that?
What?
Oh, I'm just curious. Like whenever
You
you
have
cast
to use
spell,
a mana, or you have to use a treasure, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
if you use this one,
if you use the treasure, then you do damage to each opponent. If you're on chapter 4, if you pay that 5 to go to level 3.
Right. But yeah, just one treasure, use it, and then it does that much damage to whatever. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I like it.
But this is calling for a treasure deck. And then I get this on chapter 3, on level 3, and then you just keep using your treasure to cast your creatures. When you do that, you're doing damage to your opponent.
To each opponent. That's crazy.
The more treasures you have, the more damage you can do.
Wait, no. You just use one, right, Mono?
We use one, but I think Hillbilly's saying that you can get other treasures, from other cards, and so the enchantment will keep popping off as long as you keep making more treasures.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, that's sweet. Like you cast a Galta, freaking take 8 foes. That's crazy.
Yep.
All right, Dan, you got this one. Aha!
All right, Pyre Swipe Hawk. 3 RR. You're gonna have to explain that one to me.
It's
red, 3 red. Okay, yeah, the symbols in the corner. I keep on forgetting. 3 red. And the creature is an elemental bird with flying haste. Whether pre-swipe hawk attacks, it gets plus 10x. +0 until the end of the turn, where X is the greatest mana value amongst artifacts that you control. Whenever
so
you
X, not 10x, that would be crazy.
Right.
You're all X and then +10. You're like, oh damn.
Yeah. Whenever you expend 6, gain control of up to 1 target artifact as long as you control Pyre Swipe Hawk.
All right, and expend was
this is like the ultimate isekai anime right here. I mean,
this will super get abused in Commander. I mean, it's in a precon, right? So it's probably barely usable in a precon, but normally, so it's expend 6 just means you spend 6 mana on a turn. So expend just tracks how much you're using per turn. So if you're going to start grabbing anything, of course, thankfully, depending if you're the opponent, target artifact. But someone's going to turn everything on the board into artifacts and start stealing everybody's stuff, and everyone's going to scoop and cry.
Yeah, especially But the funny thing is, when you swing this bird, you just said, "I'm swinging this Hakatuya." Oh,
Hakatuya.
But the
All right, that was bad.
expand is just using
Mhm.
your mana. Every time you use your mana, you're expending.
All right, Mono, you got the trash panda. Let's go.
Yeah, Prosperous Bandit. Red and 2 colorless. He's a creature. He's a raccoon rogue. Offspring 1, first strike. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, create that many tapped treasure tokens.
Sweet.
All right, this will go
And
good. Yeah, this will go good with that red glass card that we just went over. Because this makes
Yeah.
treasures.
Yeah, it pretty decent. And then you could pay 1 to make a 1/1 version of this raccoon. So
Yep.
you'll get a 2/1 or 2/2 and a 1/1 for a total of 4. But yeah, if you pump it up, swing, get all the treasures.
Yep, and you got to pay that
Yo.
1 when you're casting. So this
Yeah.
card costs us 4.
Yo. And we got Trail Tracker Scout, 1 in a green. It's a raccoon scout. Tap 1, say a little mana dork. You get a mana of any color. When you expend 8, so you gotta spend 8, return up to 1 target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Whew. Well, I guess late game, throw something big down and then also get a permanent card to your hand. So that's interesting.
This card's great. It's commander card. Right? It's a commander, right? You only have 1 of anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right,
1/3.
right.
Yeah. So I think that's almost an auto include if you're playing green decks. You know?
Yeah, pretty much. As long as you got stuff to cast for 8+, I mean, you're Gucci. Well, that's total though,
Well-
so you could cast a bunch of spells, right?
Yeah, you can cast a bunch of spells as long as it's 8 mana. That you're expending all the way up to 8. Like you
I don't know.
play,
I like
you play 2 cards that cost 4 mana each. That's expending 8.
I like the
Only
guy
green
with
had
the
a
art.
way to get you a lot of mana.
Yeah, if only. All right, we'll get this one in order. I got this first one, then we'll go to Dan, then Hillbilly, then Mono. So this is the Family Matters deck. We got Agate and Instigator, 1 in a red. Lizard Rogue's got the Offspring, so you can pay 2 to make a 1/1 copy of this. Whenever another creature you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Nice. So there you go. You can get that ping off of the Offspring, I believe. Does the Offspring? No, because the Offspring comes after this. So, but yeah, you pay 4 basically, and you can ping for 2 every time you put in a creature. So there you go. Not bad, not bad. All right, Dan, you got the words. I'm sorry.
All right, Arthur Marigold. Arthur Marigold Knight. Well, isn't he a nice little mouse knight? He's a legendary creature with haste. Whenever Arthur Marigold Knight and at least 1 other creature attack, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from amongst them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Return that creature to its owner's hand at the end of combat.
That's cool.
That seems like incredible.
Yeah, so you get especially anything with ETB when it enters battlefield or enters now, you can get that trigger, and then you get to do the trigger on your next turn or after the battle if you want to go ahead and hard cast it. Wait, this is at the end of combat. Oh, okay. So you could get the ETB on the first one for the combat, and then you can actually cast it after combat for double the ETB fun. Ooh.
So Brian Giles is telling us that it's broken.
Yeah, it is. For
you
sure.
Get creature cards for free, right? In Commander,
Exactly.
you set up your deck. Oh God.
Yep.
Can you imagine this with the board god mono from World of Spark?
I mean, there's so many creatures, right? Like
Yeah.
Legends, Nikobolas, or if they didn't ban Grizzlebane. I mean, there's reasons why some of these, yeah, because it'll have haste and goes in right away, right? So that's why you're going to start. People have a counter spell or an insto creature removal or something, or if this guy's on the board, someone's going to take it right into dupes.
Yup. Seems pretty busted. All right, here we go. Hillbilly.
Calamity of Cinders for 7 mana, 5 generic, 2 red, sorcery with Convoke. Calamity of Cinders deals 6 damage to each untapped creature. So with this, you want to be convoking this.
So Convoke, Dan, is you could tap your creatures to help cast this. So it will knock out the colorless portion, but you still end up with 2 red. So if you have a bunch of tokens like creatures, you could tap to 5 and only pay 2 for this. Yep. So it seems and it does 6 damage to each untapped creature. So it's a very interesting board wipe. You'll pay all your creatures basically to knock out the board state, basically.
You're right, Brian. Giles, you do want to use Convoke with this so you don't damage your own creatures.
So yeah, that's a killer card, literally.
Yep,
quite literally. Yes. All right, Mono.
Fortune Teller's Talent. So you basically gave me a saga to read. Okay. So gain the next level as sorcery to add up this ability. All right. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. And then to get to level 2, spend a green, blue, and a colorless here, or 3 colorless, so 4. As long as you've cast a spell this turn, you may play cards from the top of your library is level 2. And then level 3 is 3 mana, it looks like. Is that a blue and 2? Yeah. Spells you cast from anywhere other than your hand cost 2 less to cast. Interesting. And so once you level this up, it just stays, right? As long as the enchantment is there. So it's an investment.
Yeah, classes stay on the battlefield unless they're removed.
Yeah, and you get all the things on here, once you get up to that final level. So you can always cast from the top of your library, and it costs 2 less. So when you get to that final, so that's like, oh boy. Just what blue needs.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I got Jacked Rabbit.
Oh, that guy's swole.
This guy's a beefy boy. He is a swole rabbit. Yes. X and 1 and a white. This creature enters in with X +1 counters on it. If X is 5 or more, draw a card when it enters. Okay. When Jack Rabbit attacks, create a number of 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens equal to Jack's power. Every time this guy swings out, man.
Yep.
If you don't pay into X, you're at least getting 1 rabbit, but you want to pay into X. Make this guy a beefy boy. But it can be blocked by a 1/1, so there's that. But still, that rabbit is swole for sure. All right, load. There you go, Dan.
What the heck? Murmuration? Am I close? Murmuration? It's an enchantment card. 4 white. Birds you control get +1/+1 and have vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, for each spell you've cast this turn, create a 1/2 bluebird, or is that half bluebird?
No,
a 1/2 bluebird creature token with flying named Storm Crow.
Wow. Reaching for that meme, Mono. Make your Storm Crows. Yes. All right, birds, 1/1 and Vigi. It's expensive, but if you cast a bunch of spells, you have a bunch of 1/2 birds.
Will they be 2 3s, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. 2 3s. Yep.
Just
That
put a
is
car
gnarly.
under a tree, you
Mimi.
get a few birds that way. I'll tell you what. Put a white
Yeah,
car
you'll
under a
definitely
tree.
get a free bird from your opponent. That's for sure. All right, we got Hillbilly. You got the Polywog.
Polywog Prodigy. 1 in a blue, 1/3 with Evolve. And Evolve is whenever a creature you control enters, if that creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell with mana value less than Polywog Prodigy's power, draw a card.
See. Oh, okay. So any bigger boys than Polywog, you put a 1/1 counter on it. Yep.
Right, like if you cast a 2/1,
Yeah.
Polywog will get a counter because of the strength of the 2/1.
Yep.
Then,
All right.
or you cast a 1/4. Polywog's gonna get a counter because of the toughness.
So every time they're playing spells and it's less mana value is less than Polywog's power to get to draw a card. That's pretty decent, I guess, right?
Mhm.
And Brian said I had to read the flavor text on this one. Hold on. All right. Squash. What it is and what it does. Okay.
That's what he's holding. That's his weapon. It's a big giant squash.
Nice.
Here's how I usually deal with a giant rabbit like that. Onions, potatoes, some carrots,
all loaded into
mashed
a
potatoes,
potato launcher. What?
right?
Oh.
I'm just saying that big old swole rabbit's good enough to feed us all.
That's right. Who are we on? I think you got Rapid Mono.
Rapid Og Mentor. Red, blue, and a colorless. He's a 1/3. He's got haste. Whenever another creature you control with base power of 1 enters, it gains haste until the end of the turn. Interesting, it doesn't say enters the battlefield, but I guess that's supposed to mean what it's supposed to say. Okay, whenever another creature you control enters, if it wasn't cast, put a 1/1 counter on Rapid Augmenter. Rapid Augmenter can't be blocked this turn. Complicated.
Well, they changed. Yeah, they changed their wording now. Instead of saying enter the battlefield, it just says enters.
Saves room.
Right. And again, he was just showing the newer cards, not the face commanders. Doesn't look. It looks like we already saw the other commander there. All right, moving on to Peace Offering. Bruh, don't give me no sass. All right. Sorry, let me load these up here. Come on. All right. I guess I'm starting off. We got Bloodroot Apothecary. We were just talking about this one earlier, Mono. And I love it because it's a squirrel.
My favorite.
Toxic. Ew. All right. So 2 colorless and a green for a 3/3. Toxic 2. So if it hits, they get 2 poison counters. When Bloodroot Apothecary enters, wait, I'm glad there's a apostrophe there. You and the target opponent each create a treasure token. Okay. So you're hooking up your opponent, though, so that's kind of rough. But when an opponent sacrifices a non-creature token, that player gets 2 poisons. So it's going to cost them 2 poisons to use treasures or anything else. That is rude.
Yep.
I love it.
Goes in or the red card right now on standard that you can probably that would go good with this because it gives you a treasure and your opponent a treasure, and deals damage to them equal to ever how many artifacts that they control.
Yeah.
There's just so many ways to get your opponents to sacrifice stuff, right? That you can like force them to sacrifice it. And this kills like half the combo decks that exist in Commander. I mean, everyone's doing something with sacrificing artifacts, and this is just non-creature tokens, right? To go infinite, they're done.
Yep,
so cool.
And Dan, the poison counters, basically doesn't matter how much health you have. You can have a gazillion health, but if you get 10 poison counters on you, you're done. You're out.
Yep, you dead.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, just so you know about that, kind of learning a little bit here and there. That squirrel is jacked. What's up, Dave? How you doing? Let's see. Let me a second. Where are you? Oh, dude. There it is.
Hi, Dave.
That's right. Yeah, this guy is nuts. Oh yeah. Okay, Dan, you got this one.
Right. This is a communal brewing enchantment card. When communal brewing enters, any number of target opponents each draw a card. Put an ingredient counter on the communal brewing, then put an ingredient counter on it for each card drawn this way. Whenever you cast a creature spell, that creature enters with X additional +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of ingredient counters on the communal brewing. What is this in like 4P? Gee whiz.
4P. I'm trying to translate.
Looks like you got this from a 1998 computer photo download.
Yeah.
You still waiting for your 1400 baud connection to get a clear picture on this?
Yeah, right. Okay.
For every card, drawn, this card here gets an ingredient counter.
Okay.
Then when you play a creature, wherever how many ingredient counters are on this.
So you can get a total of 3 on it, right? Target opponents each draw a card. So 3 max if you really want to hook them up. Okay.
But you get to draw a card also. And then your creature will get a +3/+3 when it comes to the battlefield.
I see.
Let's call it for what it is. This card sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your creatures come in with the +3/+3, or pretty much, you know. Yeah, it too much work, man. Too much work. I don't like hooking up my opponent that much. Okay. Get that one. I know Dan's like, why don't you give me the hard ones?
Actually, I enjoyed reading that one. I enjoyed squinting my eyes at the hard to read text.
Yeah. All right, Hillbilly.
All right. Fisher's Talents. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal it. If it's a land card, create a 1/1 blue fish creature token. If you revealed it in this way, then draw a card. Pay a green and a blue. If you would create a fish token, create a 3/3 blue shark creature token instead. Now pay 2 a green and blue, which is also the cost of the card. And if you would create a shark token, create a 8/8 blue octopus creature token instead.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so your fish turn into sharks, and then your sharks turn into big old octopi.
Yep.
Token deck's gonna load this. God, this would be
so pretty much what you're saying is this card will virtually upgrade your fish cards, your fish token.
No, it's different tokens. First, when you play this, you automatically get a 1/1. Then you pay 2. You'll then create another token that's a 3/3. And when you pay 4, you'll get another token that's an 8/8.
All right, right.
Yeah. So it swaps itself out. But basically, you have to have a land card when you play this, and then you get that fish token, right? And then you can pay for the upgrade, and then instead of fish, you're putting out 3/3 sharks. And then of course the last one, you're making octopus instead of shark tokens.
Right.
Now, the shark tokens are just vanilla of 8/8s, right?
Yeah, they're just vanilla 8/8s.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say what this was Sharknado.
Yep. But
No.
I mean, yep. I mean, if I played this card you can go straight to chapter 4 on this without the other two kicking off. But if you want the 3 tokens, then you can just keep this on the first part of the class there until you get a land card on the top of your library.
Yeah, very interesting. Just token. All right, there you go. For the Foxy guy mono, you get Mr. Foxglove.
That is sweet artwork. You got to appreciate how he's like holding on to his hat. Like he knows he's badass.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Mr. Foxglove, 5 mana, 2 colorless, green, white, blue. He's got lifelink. He's a 3/5 creature and a fox rogue. Whenever Mr. Foxglove attacks, draw cards equal to the number of cards in defending player's hand, minus the number of cards in your hand. If you didn't draw cards this way, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. That's a nasty card too, right? So you're playing commander, pick your opponent.
Yeah.
What's the defending player's hand? Oh, so it's when he attacks. Right. You just pick who it is you want to attack. Yep.
Right. And if it's someone that so if you do the minus hand crap or whatever, you could basically put a creature card from your hand to the battlefield. That's rude.
Yeah, but is it Survival of the Fittest or something does that kind of thing too, right?
Something like that.
And
but
that
you notice
still
there's no
sees play
flavor
today.
text, so the Fox ain't saying nothing.
Yeah. Mr. Foxglove.
Wow. Interesting card for sure. All right, we got the Octomancer. That is the techno song written for Octomom. Just letting you know. 3
Classic. That's old school.
Yeah. A green and a blue. You can gift an octopus. Wow. So you give your opponent an 8/8 blue octopus creature token. Okay. At the beginning of each in-step, create a token that's a copy of target creature token that entered the battlefield this turn. Whew. That's per token, right?
Yep. So way to look at this card is at the beginning of your end step, create a token. That's a copy of target creature token that entered the battlefield this turn. So you're giving your opponent a 8/8. But since an 8/8 just entered the battlefield, you also get an 8/8.
Mm-hmm. I see. Yeah, and if you're creating tokens too, bam. Cute.
Yep.
It's the subsequent turns, right? That's the value.
Yeah, and if they're creating tokens on their turn, you're just like, oh, bet, thanks for the copy. Damn. All right. Octomancer. Best top 10 on the charts. Okay. And alrighty. I believe, Dan, you're up.
Sure. Steelbird Champion. 2 white. Creature. Mouse Soldier. I kind of like the art on this. Offspring. 1 white. If you pay an additional 1 white as you cast this spell. If you do, when this creature enters, create a 1/1 token copy of it. Vigilance.
Yeah.
Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
There you go. Not bad.
So this virtually, so if it makes a copy of itself, that means it's kind of like having 2 of the same card.
Correct.
Yeah. So they'll both be able to put a counter on it if they like, I don't know, do a draw spell or play something that isn't a creature. So, yeah.
You know what I like about this one is for those EDH players that love to take these long turns and they're just doing a bunch of shit. You know, he said, all right, and I'll put another counter on, and then I'll put another counter on. All right, I'll put another counter on. Right? You know.
Yeah. So this can get pretty swole pretty quick. You get the cute one there, Hillbilly.
Tempt with bunnies for 2 and a white sorcery. It has tempting offer. Draw a card and create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token. Then each opponent may draw a card and create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token. For each opponent who does, you draw a card and you create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token. So it gives you and your opponent a 1/1 creature, and the upside to it is you get to draw a card and create another 1/1 white rabbit creature token.
Yo. So you flood the board with little 1/1 bunnies.
Yep.
And then dude. Definitely in group hug for sure. Everyone gets a little 1/1 and draws a card, and you get to draw a card if they drew a card. Yep. So up to your opponent.
So you can probably draw about 3 cards when you play this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It's cute.
But that's only if but your opponent has a choice whether you draw or not, because it does say may.
I mean, you know, though, that everyone's going to be drawing cards. Like people. Yeah, we'll pay a mana to stop you from drawing a card, but if you're like, oh, I can draw a card, I'm going to do it. So what, you get the 1, and then you're going to get 3 more cards if you're playing a 4-pod and everyone's still in. So you get 4 cards out of this, probably, and 4 little creatures.
Yo.
Especially if one person takes it, you know, the other 2 are like, damn it. And then, of course, they're going to draw the card.
Yep.
Yo. And you get a little 1/1 random bunny. Oh, it's so cute.
Yep. So you're getting 4 1/1s, and your opponent's only getting 1 1/1.
Yeah. So it's Bunnylicious.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. And doubling season. Let's go, Celestia. All right. Wait, do you see Life Creed Duel? It's Batman and Robin. Oh, yeah. I'll pull that one up in a little bit. Yeah, because it is Batman and it's a squirrel, dude. It's like, but okay. Go away. And then I think I had that in here. So I just saw that today too. I was like, oh, Bray. It was which one? Life. What was it, Dan? Life what?
Life Creed Duo.
Life
Duo. There's a bat on it, and there's a rabbit on it.
It's it's a robin and a bat. Yeah. Although it looks like they're fighting.
Oh, okay. I didn't pull that one out. Yeah.
Looks like they're fighting against each other in the card, but yeah.
No, I didn't pull that one up. Sorry, guys. I thought because there was one that was something. Oh, it was a raccoon and a squirrel. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I didn't have that one. Sorry, guys. All right.
I just sent it to your Discord.
Oh, okay, that works. Look, we're training Dan so good. Aw.
Yeah, I'm sending it to your Discord right now. I'm sending it right now.
What? Okay. I take it back. You slow. Just kidding. My Discord or to my personal?
Your personal. I can post it into the other Discord if you want. It doesn't matter.
No, just I'm ready.
All right. Yeah. I just lost where I sent it to. For goodness sakes. All right. No, you'll get it. I'll say it's there. Just go about your business. Move along.
All right.
There's nothing to see here. These aren't the droids we're looking for.
The duel has been lost to time and space. Speaking of time and space, Mono, you got this card right here.
The 20-toed toad.
Nice.
3 colorless and a blue creature, 3/3. He is a frog wizard. with something large and round on his back. But anyway,
Yeah.
your maximum hand size is 20.
There you go.
Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on 20-toed toad and draw a card.
Hey now.
So you don't attack with him though, but you have to attack with at least two creatures. And then whenever 20-toed toad attacks, you win the game if there are 20 or more counters on it. If you have 20 or more cards in your hand, or if you have 20 or more cards in your hand. So it's going to be the second part, I think, that everyone's going to try to use it to break it. It's just get 20 cards. There's a lot of ways to do that. Everyone, Reliquary Towers and all our stuff, Library of Langs that people play with to get their no maximum hand size. So, yep, that's going to turn into a Gimmicks EDH card, I think.
Yeah, like all card draw. Hey, Backwoods Collector, how you doing, buddy?
Now check. You should
Juggalo
have it.
got me. Okay, they want to see this bat.
Yeah, I just finally found it. I saved it into the wrong file,
Bat bird.
and I sent it.
I see it now. Okay. All right. Bat bird. It's just fun to say. Okay. Let's see. Where did we get that? That went to downloads? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, that's what I had the problem with. I saved it, but I didn't save it to my downloads because I was saving a bunch of stuff earlier for my my Marvel deep dive and saved it into the wrong folder.
So it's a 1-drop and a white flying whenever a creature you control enters.
This is a 2-drop.
You gain 2-drop, 1/2. Yeah. Why are you eating upside down? Asked the bird. Why are you eating upside up? Replied the bat. Cute. All right.
There's a bee in the background.
That's Batman. There's a what?
There's a bee in the background too. It just seems sort of random.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, little bee.
Bottom corner.
Yeah, I see it now. That's cute. Okay, we found it. We did the thing, guys. Thank you. That was a group effort for the bat bird.
For a very mediocre card.
Yeah, that is cute. Let's see. We left off with the toad. Okay. Last one, of course, my favorite. Is the squirrel deck. And I have some squirrel facts coming up after this. Go away, my friend. Thank you. All right. Dan, can you get this one while you load the next one?
Yeah. Gorman's Talent. Gain next level as sorcery to add its ability.
Same.
During your turn, artifacts you control are foods. In addition to their other types, and have a 2-tap sacrifice, this artifact you gain 3 lives. Now, level 2, whenever you gain life for the first time each turn, create a 3/3 green raccoon creature token.
Bit.
Level 3, whenever you gain life for the first time each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. It's enchantment class card.
Yup. This didn't get out of hand, right? Because mono, there's no cards that help green ramp, right?
They limit it to just to the first time each turn, though. And I think it's a commander like it's slow. It's nice to
a little
get,
bit.
Yeah. But even in Commander, people are using, 1/1 greens, right? There's all sorts of ramp dorks and everything else that everyone still needs to use to get their deck running. So, I don't know. There's just so many good cards, and that this is a Commander card. I feel like it should have been a standard card.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Something else to do with your food tokens. But this turns artifacts instead of the other ones. All creatures are food. So there you go. You can cover your whole base. Interesting card. That might be one they take out though. All right, I got this one. Squirrel. All right, Hazel's Brew Master. Always good to have one of these, dude. I mean, you might not be able to use your tub ever, but you guys are going to be making some good stuff. Here for a 3-drop and a black. It's got Menace. Oh, yeah, Menace Squirrel. Let's go. When enters or attacks, exile to 1 target card from a graveyard and create a food token. Foods you control all have activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with Hazel's Brewmaster. Interesting. So, if you have this with Yarga, yeah, bruh.
I have a rules question. Your commander, the command zone does not count as exiled, right? That's its own separate zone, correct?
Correct. But it can get, it
yeah, I
can
think
go
so.
in. It can go to exile. Then you can put it into the command zone.
Yeah. And if you make the drink well enough, everyone, we have a special request here from Mrs. Hillbilly. It makes you go.
Call! Call! Call!
Like mono, right? I mean, that squirrel's brewing stuff for you, bruh. That's epic. I want a brewing squirrel now. Damn it. Brewmaster is baller, right? He makes the best Halo. All right, Hillbilly, you got this one.
Insatiable, frugivore, 3 and a black rat berserker, 2/4. When insatiable frugivore enters, create a food token. Then you may exile 3 cards from your graveyard. If you do, repeat this process. A 3 and a black, sacrifice X foods. Creatures you control get +X, +0, and gain menace until end of turn.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Fun and rats if you manage to make more food somehow. If you're running a food-centric deck, maybe.
Stay away from this guy's strawberries, though. Look at him.
I know. Makes him look
Stay
all
away from
vicious, but he's just chowing a strawberry. Yeah. Anything,
It's
Mono?
mine.
It's a sealed deck card is what I would more look at this thing on. You know, this is the sort of thing where if you give all your creatures menace, right, when your opponent's not ready, it'd be game over. But in Commander, I mean, if you're all just playing precons and not altering the decks, I'm sure he would find his use. But otherwise, he's slow, he's complicated. I mean, yanking stuff out of your graveyard for a food token, and the value doesn't seem to be there.
Yo, agreed. All right, here you go, Mono.
The Moonstone Eulogist is 3 colorless, 2 black, 4/4 flying bat warlock. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you create a blood token. Blood tokens are pay 1 to discard a card, sacrifice your artifact, and draw a card. Whenever you sacrifice an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on Moonstone Eulogist, and you gain 1 life. It'd be nice whenever somebody sacrificed an artifact, you got to put that counter on. But there you have it.
Right. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, if you have this in food, it still does the thing too. So, treasures. But yeah, it's when you do it though. It's still cool. You get a beefy little flyer. Can beef out.
At first, I read that as Moonshine Eulogist.
Yes. That would be way better. All right. We got the Rootcast Apprenticeship. 3 and a green. Choose 3. And of course, you can double up on that. You could put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. Ooh. Create a token that's a copy of target token you control. Nice. Target player creates a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Woot. And then target opponent sacrifices a non-token artifact. Boy, this is pretty useful. And as we determined earlier, Mono, there's not a lot of ways to ramp in green, so this might be a hard card to use, right?
Look at the third option of creating the 1/1 is probably like, just in case you really draw this at like the worst time ever, at least you could do something with it.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, if you have like that 8/8 octopus, for example, you can make 3 of them just like die, right? Or make the squirrel token. This is pretty useful. I think it's good all the way around. Might want to pack it in other green decks, I would think, but it's very, very good card, I think. All right, let's move it on. All right, Dan, you get the Uber squirrel. Go for it.
Scurry of the squirrels. Creature, Squirrel Scout. And let's see. Myriad. Whenever this creature attacks for each opponent other than defending players, you may create a token that's a copy of this creature that's tapped and attacking that player or planeswalker or a planeswalker they control. Then do it again. Exile the tokens at the end of combat. Whenever Scurry of the Squirrels deals combat damage to a player, +1/+1 counter on the target creature you control.
Yo. So when this attacks, you can have all the 3 other tokens, because it would be commander, obviously. Put a counter on the original here. Also, if you can get a copy of him, oh, and what was it? The Ozark or what? I try. Oh, Onolith. I'm trying to remember. It was from Mono. Maybe you can help me out here. Ozolith, is that right?
What's the other card do that you're thinking about?
Basically, if a creature dies, you put all the counters, whatever the counters are, on it.
Yeah, it's Ozolith.
Ozolith, okay. So to be fun with Ozolith, I like it. It's just out of nowhere. Like if you got haste and you pull this out early game, holy crap!
Well, this is like a 9th grade, like a 9th grade math logic question, right? So, right, because you do myriad. So if you're in a 4-player pod, you attack somebody. So that means now you get 3 copies of him, right? So now you're sitting at 4 of him, but then you do it again, because that's what it says. Then do it again.
Yeah.
So, right, but it says you may create a token that's a copy of this creature that's tap and tag that player, right? So 4 each. So then you would have 7. So you'd potentially be coming up with 7 every turn, as long as there are still 4 players in the game.
Right. So when this guy swings, it's creating 2 other 2/2s. So basically, you're swinging for 6 on each person. Well, no. It's 2. Okay. So 4/4, basically.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's other than the 1. So yeah, it would be you get 2 and then 2 again, because you have to do it again potentially.
Yeah. So basically, you would have 2 2/2s swinging at everyone else, and then you have the 2 going at one person, but everyone else is having 4 go at them, and then you got Chatterfang, making squirrels, and then you have other stuff that will. I guess you could have some ETBs in there too, and then also death triggers. Oh baby, this thing's loaded.
Yep.
I'm just saying. That's my boy.
I have to wait for the net deck. I don't think my brain's creative enough to make him super lethal. Like
no worries. I'm just like, yay, squirrel doing myriad things. I find it funny. All right. Who read last? Oh, I got that one. All right, Dan, you got the Swarm Yard Massacre.
Swarm Yard Massacre. Sorcery. Create 2/1/1 green squirrel creature tokens. Then each creature that isn't in an insect Oh, that isn't an insect. Rat, spider, or squirrel gets -1/-1 until the end of turn. For each creature you control that's an insect, rat, spider, or squirrel.
One-sided
Yup.
board wipe.
Yup. Life
That's
and
some pretty
death
sick
are
art. I like that.
cycle.
That could see play.
Oh yeah.
And it's I who keeps it spinning. The Kai? Is that right?
The life and death of the cycle.
Scroll for
And it is
Rottner.
I who keeps it spinning.
I like that one a lot. Definitely for your swarm decks, obviously going in squirrels and my rat deck. So I'll have to get an extra copy of that for sure. All right. Now, Hillbilly, you got to squeal this one, okay?
Sword of the
Or squeak
Squeak.
it. Squeak.
Sword of the Squeak. For 2 mana artifact equipment, equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each creature you control with base power or toughness 1. Whenever a hamster, mouse, rat, or squirrel you control enters, you may attach Sword of the Squeak to that creature, equipped for 2.
Okay.
So,
Fun. If you're running those kindred or whatever tribal, right? This thing just gets dumb.
oh yeah, it gets out of hand.
And you get a free equip every time you cast it, so you can have this thing move around and do its thing.
Yep.
Very nice. All right.
Cool.
I know you have to go to the thingy, so you got this one, Mono.
The Odd Acorn Gang.
Gang.
They really did a good job with this set. I don't know who finally showed up to just
Yeah,
be
dude.
clever. A card after card after card. I mean, right, everybody? I mean, really. Everything was just kind of fun. All right, so it's a green, a black, and 3. It's a legendary Squirrel Warrior that's a 5/5, which kind of just strikes me as hilarious by itself. And you got Menace, Trample, and Reach. Squirrels you control have tap. Target squirrel gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. Only use has a sorcery. Whenever one or more squirrels you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So you've just turned every single one of your squirrels into little mini giant growths, right? Pump, pump,
Well,
pump, pump, pump.
Well, no, it says squirrels you control have that, so you could just tap down your
All your
little mini squirrels and just bring in the and then make that guy like a 8/8 or a 10/10 or depending on how many tokens you have, and just swing in with that. You're like, yeah, block this, bruh.
There's a green deck my buddy plays that's really annoying.
Yeah.
It takes forever, but he uses some of these older elves that basically, like, every time you play a land card or another creature, then you will untap a creature, and then there's like a land does the same, and so he's keep flip-flopping to like tap and untap the creatures, and he could go like infinite with that. So I mean, it's a card that can turn into a million creature. Will it be a way to do it? You keep tapping and untapping another creature over and over again.
And like with Chatterfang though, like every time you're making a squirrel, so like wait, you couldn't. Okay, if the creature came in, it has summoning sickness, so you can't tap it then, right? So you couldn't break it there.
Well, yeah, they would, yeah, you'd have to also then have a card that would give them all haste, right?
Yep.
Right. So if you build up your board state and then do the super squirrel after like a few turns. But I mean, you know, every time you create or cast, I mean, I don't know, Chatterfang does things. There's a few other things that can make a ton of them. And then, you know, turn 3, turn 4, you have a super squirrel coming at you. It's like, bleh. Well, sir, you said you had a dip for a second, so go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any other ones. Oh, but I am getting ready for the squirrel project. Gotta let me know what's up for Saturday, Mono. All right, man. I don't know. You know me. I'm excited for the set, guys. How are you feeling? Dan, I know you like the art.
Yeah, I'm chilling on the art. Yeah. Yeah. Always good on good art. I'm always a big fan on art. I don't think that matters to squirrels, man. I've seen them in my backyard, and I don't think that matters to squirrels one bit.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull Amazon so we can check out some of the prices and stuff and things. So bear with me here. All right, share screen. And again, everyone, thanks for watching and hanging out with us. Today was basically all the spoilers are done. Tomorrow in the Gatherer, you should be able to see every card. Okay. But apparently you cannot buy the solo squirrel by itself right now on Amazon. It's crazy. You have to buy all the decks if you want all the things. All right. So on Amazon, oh, this just went up. Holy crap. This was 136 earlier today. So we got the EDH deck set. So roughly about 150 after taxes, probably closer to 160, I would think. But you can also see here more buying options, 138. I was right. But these are from sold by customer service. Okay. Oh, MVP, of course. Yep. So that is the deck sets. Yeah, here. 140. So 150. So you can get the deck sets or a play booster box for around the same price. 236.30 for collectors, and the bundle is staying at 45. Now, what's interesting though is this kit here. There, right now, there's a card in there that's like 44. I thought I had that up, but it was kind of like, what the hell, Bobby? All right, let me look that up there. But in this set here, there are 2 cards that are over $10. So
in the pre-cons,
in this thing here, the starter. There you go. There we go. Popping on over to Goldfish, not sponsored. There we go. Hair raising. So look at this here. The Rabbit Soldier is $12.94.
Wow.
Currently. Oh, and you got Repel Calamity, an uncommon in there, sitting at $5.80 and hop to it. These will definitely drop in price as people crack it. Also, you got the Rabbit Archer sitting at about $5.15. That will go down, but pretty interesting. Going down to the other deck. Look at this. 41.78 and 63.66. Holy. We got the Mockingbird at 701. A bird bard. You got the cool otter. I think these are exclusive to this set, I think. So that's 578. Stormcatch Mentor, another otter wizard. I don't know if this is exclusive to the set, but there you go. 410. And this one, Bira Riptide Rogue, $26.78. What? And Alana, probably not that version, but that one is sitting at $4. $6 for Rabid bruh.
and it comes with 2.
Yeah, and it comes with 2. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Hey, can you kill hit the X out the little video at? Yeah. Okay.
There we go. Now I can read it. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 to the end of turn, then deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Nice. $6 a pop there, or is that total, or is that each?
God, why is that? I mean, there's because it's red. It's like the arena effect, except it's not. They fight each other, right? I mean, it just does damage.
Oh, I don't know where they're getting $6 at.
There are plenty of those cards.
Yeah.
There's
That's
Card Kingdom, 25 cents.
Yeah. What the hell? I don't know where they're getting their metrics. Okay. All right. So maybe not $6. It doesn't seem like it should be $6. Anyway, but yeah, that's something of interest here. Let's see if we have real pricing on this otter, because that price is utterly ridiculous. There you go. 4, 5, 6, $6. Okay, that makes more sense, man.
Except notice how many Card Kingdom has.
0. That's why.
Yeah. I've been yelling on my channel. We yell at Card Kingdom. I'm like, until you got some shit in stock, you don't got a price. You know?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Are these commander decks?
No, this is the starter.
Oh, starter deck.
Okay. These prices, I'm just saying, at regular pricing, because this should be widely available right now, this might be an interesting come up for $20 is all I'm saying. I'm not, not financial advice, but might be something. What do you think, Mono?
That their pre-order right now is always a toughie. So something I've been tracking a lot out in the community is that there seems to be, it used to be a murmur from time to time, and it's turning into a bit of a low roar on Reddit and other communities, getting kind of annoyed with sellers canceling pre-orders and even just sales in general, like on TCG Player, if the cards seem to spike post-purchase pre-shipping. You know, and the excuse is always the same. Oh, I'm sorry, the card I had got damaged, or it wasn't in the condition I thought it was, and it further goes down to people, the would-be buyers, going, "Oh, that's okay. You said it was near minutes light play. You can send it to me anyway." Right, calling their bluff, and then they're going, "Well, we just don't believe in that with our quality, and we're not going to give it," and then we're from the price. So inside of that, and it seems to be like getting pretty. Much more widespread than you'd think. If these were available now, like at Target, I'd instantly go out and buy some. But because it's still the pre-sale, I'm not going to buy any. Too many pre-sales are getting canceled these days. It's not cool. I don't know anyone in the chats. You know, have you ever had that happen to you, where you had some of your orders just, especially the ones that you were really looking forward to, and they just cancel
like when the collectors start gaining value, you see mass cancellations and then relist at the higher price, like bruh.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so they're super inflated, so they sell more. Yeah. I like it though. Joe Darte. Nice. Hell yeah. I'm stoked to build a squirrel deck. I've been going through it and was going to see what your schedule is like on Saturday there, Mono.
We'll talk about it later.
All right, sounds good, brother. Because I want to talk about squirrels, if you're down.
So long as it pertains to Magic, I don't know you well enough yet for other kinds of topics about squirrels.
Damn. All right. I guess I have to buy you dinner first. So anyways, guys, do look into this. There's some interesting cards in here. I'm tempted, but I'm looking at a lot of these and like they're gonna drop hard, But I think this is the only place you can get this Ace Archer and the Burke Ear of Law. I think that's the only place you can get that one, and maybe this Mockingbird. I'm not sure, but this one is, everyone wants this otter right now. Bad.
Yeah, he's in the normal set, right? Assuming it's a he.
Is he?
I'm trying to get back to the spoiler here. No. Looking through
exclusive to this.
Yeah. Then that could keep it up. It depends on how many there are. Right? I mean, how many of these things will go release?
Right. And then on top of that, I think you could probably pull this in the special form or whatever from the collectors. So you don't necessarily have to rush out and get it, but $20 for 2 decks. That's not horrible. All right. Was there anything else you guys want to talk about from Bloomburrow?
You know, I just finally put my finger on it. Everybody's saying Secret of Nim is what the artwork for the Bloomburrow set reminds them of.
Yeah.
But for me, it reminds me of a graphic novel series called The Red Wall. About this is a fantasy series set with medieval mice and other animals. Also part of that series, the Mouse Guard.
What's it called? What was the main name?
The Red Wall series.
Red Wall?
Yeah, by Brian Jacques, Jacqueus. It was a graphic novel series back in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, yeah.
And then they did recently brought some of the characters back from Mouse Guard by David. Can't remember his name right offhand. David. Can't remember the guy's name, but the Mouse Guard also. The art kind of reminds me of Red Wall series and the Mouse Guard.
Yeah, DJ, if you can, just do a Google image search for the Red Wall, and you'll see. I agree. A lot of the style is exactly the same. I wonder who the artist is for the covers of the books.
Yeah, it reminds me of those graphic artists of that graphic. I've been trying to put my finger on it since. Yeah. They made a animated movie on it back, I think, in the 80s.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
but yeah.
Red Wall was,
yeah, you've heard of both. Yeah, they're two graphic novels that I used to read, and with the Mouse Guard, they just brought it back. They announced that the return of Mouse Guard at Free Comic Book Day. So
nice.
Yeah, I've heard of Red Wall, and I've also heard Secret of Nim. People have been comparing it to both of those.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd say like the whole art style, just the concept reminds me of that whole Red Wall series.
Yeah, you could definitely see it.
One more thing about Bloomburrow, and I'll give a shout out to my partner Thalid. So about 4 months ago, we did a show. One of the shows we do very commonly is a one to buy, sell, and speculate on. With speculate, being a little, more out there. And what Thalid picked before we knew anything about a single card in Bloomburrow was, he said, start picking up the Liege of Hallows. So to back up to back my partner's play, when he generally makes these picks, if I'm like, what? I went ahead and I bought a dozen, all for under $6. It's a Weatherlight card. Dude. Can you maybe run over to TCG there and put up what they're selling for now?
Liege. How do you spell that? Liege.
Liege.
Oh,
that's
baby.
A light play.
Yeah. I was wanting to pick this one up
near
too.
mint. It's like $17, $17.
Yeah, and I missed the window on this one. Heavily played can get cheap, but let's see, near mint. Oh, dude, 16, 15. All the squirrel stuff is going up.
Yep.
There was that hermit, but that hermit was already who had Echo, the 5-man guy. What's it?
It was Deranged Hermit, right?
Deranged Hermit. But he was already like, we talked about him too, actually, on that same show, but he was already like $50 or something, telling everyone's known he's been a good card for a while.
Well, a while back though, during, let's just say, the beginning of MH3, he was down to 35. I got him before he went up.
Well, then you did well on that one.
Yeah. Let's see. But any of the squirrels, dude, they're all like, first they're cheap, but I saw, let's see, squirrel.
I think in terms of finance with the squirrels, one of the things is that in order to make these squirrel decks, you're kind of looking at Commander, maybe Modern, but probably even Vintage, right? Because like the Deranged Hermit, right? He's like not even in Modern.
Yeah.
So you're looking for this number of around 50 maybe 40 really, really good squirrel cards. And sort of once we get to that space, then assuming someone comes out with a really competitive squirrel deck as a whole, because, you know, people like to win with dumb crap, right? It was like what the squirrels are, right? I went with that dragon deck. Well, yeah, sure, but I want my squirrel deck. Like, that's cool. So once you get to about 40 really awesome cards around squirrels, then we'll start to see, you know, people picking and choosing. But until we get to that spot, and I don't know if that's now, we could start to, all of them could just continue to kind of keep going up and up and up. Like, they'll be all, you know, all in demand. Like, these are the 30 or whatever one that you're going to put in every commander deck if you're doing squirrel, no matter what.
Right. Yep. And that Sergi went up. That was God. Oh wow. Foil went up. Holy crap. Yeah. This was like a $10 card, like a $5 card. Bruh. All right. Yeah. See 5, 6, and then the squirrel deck, boom, shooting up to $10. And now you can't find one for less than 27.
Well, those are foils.
Oh yeah, these are search foils.
Oh, they all were, right.
Well, for this particular one, yeah, it's search foil. Well, like I said, again, right here, beginning of July. See, all right, so here, people are like, oh yeah, there's a scroll deck coming. Okay. So under $5. Then you know, we saw another squirrel, so we're like, okay, but everyone's in the MH3 fever. And then the spoilers the last few days, and then the deck dropped today, $10. But dude, you can't find one for under 27. That's nuts. And
look at how many there are. 5? Oh no, 4. That guy's got 4 of them. But yeah, there's like not even 10.
Yeah, one.
This is something, you know, for everyone to really kind of think about, right? Like, you might think that the secret's out, but like even Leech of Hollows, backing it up 10 days ago, was still $6-7. Okay, right. So these spikes, you know, and especially with something like Bloomburrow, like, people just don't pay attention. I mean, anyone who said, oh, they said squirrels, but I want to see all the cards for them, sure, it's kind of an idiot. Especially with the way they leaked these out. Like, we knew there were going to be some good cards. And so in the future, everyone, if you're looking for quick flips or something, you don't have to, you don't think you missed out. All right. You know, like, oh, well, people know Bloomburrow's coming out and they've known, and Legion of Hollows isn't going anywhere. So, like, I almost started to think that, like, oh, geez, I got like 15 of these things. So I had some actually that I had from Weatherlight. And I was like, well, I guess I didn't make any money on that because, you know, we've seen all these scroll cards. They're kick-ass. Legion of Hollows isn't going anywhere. So I guess that was just a miss. But no, you know, now you're seeing, you know, they can take a while to really go up. And like, a lot of people have very, very low risk, you know, tolerance. So even if you think you're late to the party, just look. Don't assume that the movement hasn't happened yet, or it's already happened as much as it will. This is a really good example. You know, even if you just 3 weeks ago, when to me it was almost old news as to what was going to be in this set, you know, you could have busted up a lot of money if that's what you wanted to do. If you just play, you don't care about the collecting or buying and selling, fine. But it's just a word to the wise. If you are looking at doing this, you all are tuning into to these live feeds and everything else. Everyone who's here right now is someone who's like in the know. Don't think that everyone else has you scooped because there's some dude in New Zealand, right? Most people, you are like way ahead of the curve. Be worth it. Pick something up.
No, that one's still low. Yeah. No, that one's still low. Okay.
That's a common or uncommon, I mean.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Mice Templar. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you have to look at like what it actually does too, right? This is only for Commander. So
yeah. But yeah, all the squirrel stuff is shot up. I mean, I'm glad I got my that's what I should look up, is the squirrel secret lair. Yeah, went up $10.
How old is that?
This was, oh gosh, I don't even know. Where does it say? This is like 2019, 20 or something like that, right?
5 years ago. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, look at they're unopened. Yeah, because I was thumbing through in Crow. Well, also too because like I wasn't sure they're going to hook up a Swarm Yard, but they did. So that was kind of a miss there. But I mean, I'm glad it's in the Squirrel deck, but still.
So yeah, that was one of what you talking about, the land, the Swarm Yard land.
Yeah.
Well, if you can look that one up, because I took a I bought a whole bunch of them. I bought like 20, hoping that they wouldn't reprint it. It was just a straight gamble because we didn't know all the cards. I bought it after we just saw like 10 cards in the preview.
Yeah,
it was already like a $10 card.
It's gonna take a hit, but it'll come back.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, did they reprint it?
Yeah, it's in the Commander deck.
It's in the Commander deck.
Oh,
okay.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, I'm so glad I got this early. So this is the one in the secret layer right now. And look at it, $40. Woot woot. Good. I'm glad I got mine early, dude. Hells to the yeah. Because look, it was the foil was around 30. Okay, so it shot up to that price there, but hell yeah. So the regular Swarm Yards. This is the one from Time Spiral Remastered.
What's the near mid?
It shot up.
All right, it has gone up.
Yeah, I knew it was. I thought it was going to, and it did. So people are going for different Swarm Yards. Okay, $17.99. So 13 roughly. Okay, it's not bad. So it shot up about $3. Oh, let's look at the foil though.
Aren't the Commander releases, aren't they generally limited runs?
No,
only the secret layers are limited runs.
Well, the secret layer, so for a set, the collectors, the bundles, and the starters are limited print run. But if the Commander set sells, they'll make a new one. So they will reprint the Commanders. Yeah, pretty much. So this should go down, I would think. I was looking at foil. Yeah, about the same. Okay. So there you go. That's Swarm Yard. And the special one should be special. Bruh. Stop. Come on. There we go. All right. The promo, Wilds of Eldraine. It's still modest. Oh my God. Galaxy of Games. Get it, bro. You see that mono?
$235. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. And then OG Time Spiral, about 15. All right. I would imagine because that is evergreen, that it'll probably dip, but after the next set or the next squirrel, rat, or spider love that we get, this will spike again. Yeah, you want one on the channel. That's right. Hey, cards in review. Hello. Oh boy. All right. Anything else we want to talk about from Bloomburrow? None. Hello?
No, I'm good. I think we talked about a lot. This will be a fun
I'm good.
set. Curious to what meta will be. There'll be a show in a month from now, right?
What's that?
What the meta will change to and everything else. Like what people are going to come up with these cards.
Oh yeah, for sure. No news on Duskmorn for the minute, but I do want to get the TV. Looks badass. All right, so let's go ahead and get on over to the shill section. Dan, I know you have a short shill, but go hang out with him on Twitch.
Yeah, go hang out with me on Twitch. You can follow me, KJ Cowboy Dan, on Twitch, and tonight, depending on if I'm hanging out with DJ or not, I'll probably be going over to Twitch to do a little AI music fest. So come over there to help me come up with some unhinged AI music ideas. We'll be rocking out with Suno.
All right, cool. We'll post that link in
Hillbilly, along those lines, because I'm going to try to make one up too, and maybe you're better at using it than me. I definitely want to make an AI song about banging Thalad's mom, my partner.
Nice.
So if you can maybe try to come up with something like that, I'm definitely going to make a lot of versions until he cries uncle. So it'll probably be a lot of versions on that. But if you could come up with a great one, that would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Hillbilly, shill, baby, shill.
Alrighty, the channel's at 509 subscribers. Just got monetized. Awesome work. And appreciate each and every one of my subs. And I'm doing a giveaway as soon as I can to celebrate the 500 subs. And on the 24th, I will be doing early access, where I'll be playing with all the Bloomburrow cards. And also, if you would like a shout out during early access, all you gotta do is join my Discord, and there's a place in there in the Discord where you can craft a deck. I'll run the deck. I'll give you a shout out while I'm doing early access. And I'm going to start at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time on the 24th and stream as long as I can. Just from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. the next day.
Put that link in, brother. Put that link in. Awesome, man. Well, congrats on that. Mono, shill time.
Sure.
Baby.
And by the way, Cowboy, I said Hillbilly, but I meant to say you when I was talking about the AI songs, things what you were saying. But however, Hillbilly, if you could make one as well, that would be awesome. But yes, so
I think we all can do that. We all can take part in coming up with some ideas for that.
Be so great, especially if we come up with some good ones. We can wait to play them until he's like on your until you do your show here, DJ, so he can witness them live. So Mad Magic TV, I'll post in. It's our YouTube channel. I do have an Instagram, but most of my Instagram comes from, we do shorts and we do full length videos. Our shorts are often about our mail days. So Thalad and I are avid collectors. We've been around the game for a long time, so we're always picking up really old stuff and weird stuff. Rarely are we buying things just to buy them unless we had a reason. But this would be an example of why we had a reason. So these are sudden shocks. I've been getting a new interest in split-second cards. But anyway, we focus on finance. And we horse around a lot. I'd like to think every once in a blue moon we come up with a funny joke. But Thalad has been solid on his picks for things to buy and sell. I mean, we're actually going to start doing the numbers. Like, he is pretty close to like above 80% of what he says to go ahead and pick up or what to sell. He is ahead of the market in what he does. We're also going to be going to MagicCon, and thank you, DJ, for having me on. I'm going to start doing more of these. So we drop our shows on the weekend. We don't have it down to an exact science yet, although we are throwing the premieres up with the countdown. Trying to do at least a day, if not more, in advance so that people will know. But yeah, somewhere around the early afternoon on Saturdays, people have a chance to look at it then. Nice. I was on vacation last week, so I missed last week, but generally we do at least a video a week and a couple of shorts, if not more.
Nice. Well, go check him out, guys. He needs a little bit of love. Well, a lot of love, actually.
There's never enough love.
Exactly. Well, guys, you can see I have the lighting issue. Oh, cool. I got a beard now. Wait, there you go. Yeah.
Well, you need a beard. You need a beard like mine.
Yeah, right. Best I can get is neck scruff. It's like, ugh. Anyways, so we closed out the collectors. Thank you, Michael Subacker, taking a last seat, and we have one seat left. If no one wants it for the Bloomburrow play boosters, I'll go and take it because I need me squirrels, baby. So we're pretty much done there. We are still pushing forward with this part 2 of the loaded squirrel. If you guys want to jump in, we have 140 pulls to sell, tons of value. And the way the randomizer went there, like it's just, oh my God, this last part is going to be loaded, like for real. I got some deals for those that jumped in VIP last time. You guys can have a look in the Discord. If you're not in Discord and want to jump in, holler at a baller. We got it's just a $5 pull game. So get 5, so 25 for 5, and get it on this green wheel here. If you get VIP, it's 10 pulls plus 1 bonus pull, and you get it on the VIP wheel, which you can only get on Super VIP or VIP. And of course, Super VIP being 100 for 20 plus 3 bonus pulls, you get in all the wheels. And then, of course, additional 3 pulls. If you guys are jumped in before 50, you get 10 plus 5 pulls. If you go at 100, you're getting 20 plus 5 pulls. So good times. It's all there, man. We just added a bunch of value from Dave sending that stuff over. So there's so much fun stuff in there. Holy crap.
What
and
is
also,
in your
if
Super
you guys,
VIP, if I can ask you? It got this custom 1-of-1 duel. What are those?
I art. I get crafty. I got some acrylic paint. We'll make you a duel, bro.
Like a dual land?
Yeah, basically, I take like an old gate or one of the other
Cool.
lands. You choose the color. We're going to
cool.
turn it
Okay.
into a duel. Yeah, and then the other thing too, which I don't know, you guys haven't seen it. I think I showed it off on one of my late night streams, but I'm not 100% sold on this yet. So this is a prototype hat. It'll be a 1-of-1. That is in there as well.
Is that a snapback or is that a snapback?
Yeah.
Take it out of its protection.
Well, it's got like this thing. It doesn't really do much, but yeah, snapback.
Is that full on embroidery or is that print?
No, it's a screen painting. It's okay, but it's a 1-of-1 because I'm probably gonna try to do the embroidery or something. But it was just an option I was looking into because trying to merch myself, like this shirt that you see, we have that available. Do order it overseas, so go a size bigger, but I love it because they take care of us big boys. So XL to 6XL on these shirts. They're pretty nice. Yeah. So anyways, that's the loaded squirrel. If you guys want any more info, there's a ton of info in the Discord. Or you can just hit me up and I can explain it better for you guys. But everyone that's on the wheels, so this I have just cleaned just so I can show it off, Mono. But you won some stuff this last round, and your name is still on some of these wheels. I think the VIP wheel has not been spun out at all. So if you are bought in on part 1, you're still on here. It's just hard to show where you guys can actually see it. It's like, I'm sure you guys are kind of squinting right now to see this.
Oh, I got you on a big screen. I ain't watching on no phone.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, as soon as
back
we
to your
fill
merch
that
real quick.
140.
Back to your merch real quick. I know that some of your fans are dying to know, but are you selling screen worn, autographed, unwashed? In case they want to siphon some that body sweat off to clone you.
Oh, right. Wear it around for a minute. That's right.
That's his OnlyFans page where he sells.
Yeah,
that
right. Yeah, exactly. I sit on this shirt for 5 days. Oh man. Yeah, no.
Sold at the same link that we're going to be getting the DJ long hair swimsuit calendar.
That's right. All right. Well, we shilled. We did the things. Hit me up for the loaded squirrel. I got to talk to you and Thalid and a few others. We should do a squirrel games here coming soon. Multiple games that you guys can jump in and blow money on and hopefully win some cool stuff. So we'll have that coming up here soon. And I just have to work out scheduling. I have a very busy week ahead of me with doctor visits and all that fun stuff. So be on the lookout for that. We will do Show Me Your Noobs. I think that would be great. Get some new people on, show them how to play. That's the goal.
Yeah, I look
So
forward
we'll
to
be on that.
I look forward to being one of your noobs. Even though I've been learning a lot, you know. Hopefully, we get Professor Mono and Hillbilly in to help teach. You know.
There you go. There you go.
You know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But we got some stuff in the works. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like on your way out. And of course, if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. We at 1420, I get to crack a alliances pack. I never got to open one before, so that's kind of cool. And then at 1515, we got a ton of giveaways, including a $70 Jace mat with matching sleeves. I got a magic hat and a bunch of stuff, a monkey, Wood of Foothills, all kinds of fun stuff to give away when we hit 1515. So good times.
Cool.
Well, with that note, if you guys are down to hang out for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and jump on over to the Danger Meeting. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us today, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.